that's as far as I dare go. I've probably got ½ inch left in the bottom. Okay, so set my 25mm bar up in the lathe. Is it 25 or is it an inch? I think it's an inch, but you know, 25.4. And just facing off the end prior to center drilling. Let's speed her up a bit. And that's the end faced off. Taking 2mm off the diameter. I'm running at 1000 RPM. And as you can see, that's about 60mm on that flat level. Just chewing it off. It's down to 18 up there. Just double checked myself, fitted the block on, and it fits right in, leaving, I can't actually get in there to measure, but what certainly appears to be 10mm sticking out. So that's my clearance for my cam. So I'm about to drill a hole in the end now to accept the M10 thread, which is on the end of this stud. The overall length of that stud is 48mm, nearest damn it. And I know that my locking bolt will come down to within 8mm of the bottom, which is actually where that shoulder is on the flat. So I need to be at least 40mm deep with my threads. What I intend to do is, because the first 20mm will have no threads, because the thread obviously won't screw down over there, I'm going to clear it out to like 10.5mm for the first 20, and then have probably 25mm of threads in the back half of the bore. Okay, so with that 20mm clearance and 25mm threads gives me 45mm I got to drill deep. I'm going to actually drill it 50mm deep to give a bit of clearance at the bottom of the threads. So next step, drill it out with an 10mm tap-in drill at 50mm deep, and then clear it out with a 10.5 to just over 20mm deep. Here's a handy little thing. It's called Zeus Precision. We all call it a Zeus book. This particular one is a metric revision. On the back it gives the date it was issued, 2012. My earliest one of these is actually 1978, and I've had several over the years. Pretty much waterproof pages, they're all plasticized and what have you. I always work in metric, well not always, but I use all sorts of BSF, you know, lots of imperial threads as well, and I pretty much know the tapping drills for most of the common metric sizes. But there's all sorts of information in this book. I don't know if I can get you in on this. Let's have a quick look. Right, here we are. If I come down, isometric coarse threads, standard metric that is, come down to 10, look across, under tapping drill, 8.5. So the correct drill for tapping M10 is an 8.5. So there we are, I'll be drilling at 8.5. Okay, so here's my set of drills, metric. They go from 6mm to 10mm in 0.1 increments. So 8.5 drill required, end of that row's 8.5, 8.5, first drill and the second one. That's the one. Now I've got two sets of these. 1 to 6mm in 0.1, so it goes 1, 1.1, 1.2 and what have you. So theoretically I've got every drill size between 1mm and 10mm in 0.1 of a millimetre increments. Very handy. Not sure exactly where I got them from. They can be quite expensive, these sets. I think it was not trying to plug them or anything. I bought them at a model engineering exhibition somewhere in the Midlands, I don't know, October time last year. From one of the trade stands that was at one of these model engineering exhibitions, and the two tins complete. I mean, they are good quality drills. They're not you know, Mickey Mouse ones with bends and dodgy ends on them. They're all ground correctly and they've all cut it perfectly, and I think I paid 50 quid for the two tins. So yeah, it pays to shop around. another millimetre deep. So using my calipers, you'll see the back end has, let's have a look, got the spike on it. Now this is useful for measuring depths of holes where you can't get in to directly measure. So by placing it on the end of the bar, get it nice and square, slide it in until the rod touches the bottom, nice and square. There we are. My reading is, let's see if we can get a reading on that. Yeah, 50.3. So I know I've gone 50 mil deep with this parallel bit, maybe a bit deeper with the point of the drill. Happy days. Okay, so plastic storage case full of taps, all sorts of taps and dies. Not a huge collection, but I pretty much design things to use the taps and dies that I've got. And there we are, first, second and plug taps for M10. Okay, tap the hole. Just a little tip, you might be tempted to use the chuck key to turn the chuck. The holes in the chuck are for tightening and loosening, not for turning the chuck. If you're going to rotate the chuck, for tapping a hole, something like that, put a spanner on the jaw. Okay, we'll put the lathe in reverse, we're on slowest speed, push the button, and let's reverse it out. Speed it up a bit. Now it's stopped. Here we are. So I've taken it out of the chuck, screwed it onto the tool post, and as long as that gap is less than 8 millimeters, which is the thickness of the block, I know that it'll screw all the way down and clamp on the block. And it is, it's about 6 mil. Lovely job. Now to do the head. Yep. So that's spaced off, and I threw the diameter up. Might have a bit of a rethink on this dimensionally. And where's my calipers? You put it down, you can't find it again. What have I done with that? There it is. Right, my plan was 22 diameter. 24.35. Let's have 24. You can take more off, you can't put it back on. 0.35. Okay. So just finishing off this taper. Not working to any size or anything, just what seems to look right. I've left plenty of material on so we can mess about with that a bit later on. See how it looks, so to speak. Suck it and see. Here's a little trick somebody taught me many years ago. If you've got a 6-inch rule, and there's no dents on the edge or anything like that, and it's fairly new and it's a very good quality one, it will actually cut steel. So that bit of bar that I parted most of the way through yesterday, I mean, it's only 8mm the diameter left in the middle. If I put it on the top and go extremely quickly, there we are, sorted, cut it off.